And welcome back, guys, to another video of Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. Alright, let's go. Let's start our first mission.
What's happening? In the name of the old mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before. Not. I'm not. I could have sliced you up like a fish? No. Like a potato. But I didn't, did I? All right, true. Why didn't you, eh? You could have killed me. So you're not one of them bandits, then? Who are you, huh? This pin. I can't say I see it very clearly at this present moment, but it does look important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our home. Welcome. Please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
Alright, let's go inside. Let's set up a bonfire.
The horns of the south, the crown jewel of these lands. We had barely laid the foundations of Tainted Grail when Seawall and his men had already built a lighthouse, eager to guide our ships to them. He always had a competitive spirit. Of course, it helped that he took every sailor from the homelands with him, along with a handful of knights, so they could learn from one another. And thus, the Keepers of the South were formed. I decreed that every sworn keeper would stand as an equal to a Knight of the Round Table. I doubt they still honor that law. But I am glad to see the keepers grown. In my time, there was only a lighthouse and barracks.
Yeah, I can't level up. No, not that. Cook. If I cook one more, I'm gonna get a trophy. There you go. Cook 50 dishes. Can't level up, so let's go.
Let me guess. Camelot, no? Timberwall, also no? So you're not from the north? Ah, of course.
You must be from Connacht. I should have guessed right away. So, who's in charge there now? Nowhere? Never heard about it. Must be a shithole like no other. And I think I won't learn much about politics from you.
You know, people are talking about rising unrest in the north, and a secret coalition preparing a coup at the highest. levels of power. And that whole plague thing is just a tool to reach their final goal. The Red Priests are also trying to get something out of it.
And to be honest, it's not gone too bad for them. The Druids are out of the picture already.
Well, sure. They want to establish a new order on our island. And it's not clear who's involved in the whole mess.
Maybe. Maybe our captain is even involved. Hell knows. They have their people everywhere. Damn it, you could be one of them too. Although when I look at you, I don't think so. You have such a stupid face. With all due respect, of course. Wait a minute. I'm not suggesting anything here. I'm just thinking out loud.
It doesn't make sense that the plague appeared just like that. Out of bloody nowhere? Hell no. It's a high-stakes game.
Power over us, of course. Over our bodies and souls. Over Avalon. Over the whole damn course of history.
That's the case. Those sons of bitches are good at hiding. They kinda blend in and live among us. It's hard to tell if it's hideous magic or some other tricks. You see? It takes one to know one. And that means we're just pawns. Folks like us won't change anything. But we have to talk out loud. It suits them when everyone keeps their mouth shut.
You know, I've been thinking lately. What if King Arthur is just a stupid fairy tale? What if the nobles and others involved in the whole conspiracy just made him up? And us peasants eventually just started to believe in it.
You know, one story for everyone. They drilled it into our heads, and drilled until it finally stuck. And then they built statues, wrote books, and everything else. You finally get it. It's just a pity that there are so few like us. Well, we just have to keep going, eh? And while we're at it, I have to get back to work. I'm on duty.
Okay. Oh yeah, there was a lady, or maybe this guy,
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning majesty, King Arthur, and the Knights of the Round
that
Tables, I am obliged
was selling
to
some
inform you that
items.
fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business. That's correct. My name is Lillian. I was sent here from the capital to see how the Horns of the South are handling the bandit problem, and also to encourage the keepers to fight. The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin. Well, you've probably heard about the Druids making human sacrifices by stuffing people into wicker puppets and setting them on fire. Well, the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. They rounded them all up and then sent them up in smoke. Oh, how they must have howled and sizzled. Too bad I couldn't see it. Most of them, the survivors have supposedly taken refuge with savages in the woods, and one of them is rumored to be hiding in the Horns area. But whether that was before or after the Charred Conclave, I don't know. Would you like to hear about him? His name was Slaudyarg. He was lurking near Blood Lake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies of executed convicts. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into undead monsters. Supposedly, he started needing some fresher corpses, so he slaughtered one of the keepers. The Horns organized a manhunt. They found him and sentenced him to death. People say that the moment his body touched the surface of Blood Lake, the water turned red and it's been scarred since that day. Some say that Slaudyarg came back from the dead and seeks revenge. But if you ask me, it's just a tale by local simpletons. There are rumors that the Rita tribes want to unite, and that would mean open war with Camelot. As for those Pict savages, they've been growing bold, leaving their forest. For now, it's just been small scrimmages. But who knows how it would end. I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch Morgaine would have been burnt at the stake long ago if everyone weren't so afraid of her. And then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place, and loudly demanding changes. Everything is falling apart. None so far. The keepers don't want to risk being turned into pincushions for a mere 10 gold pieces. Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the Horns of the South without a good reason. Too many bandits and not enough keepers. Well, Camelot would send a group of knights with Sir Galahad at the head, and he's not interested in half measures. He'd probably burn down half the garrison, or hang them. He's done both. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done. No matter what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even by my standards, but efficient. Oh, sure, plenty. Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die straight away, but remain conscious for a few moments? If someone dies in a damp, closed-off space, sometimes, but very rarely, their body creates a thin layer of wax on the surface of the skin. Oh, someone finally checked out the notices I was posting on the board. Go chop off some heads. Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would. Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge. If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
Okay, nice. Yeah, better not start stealing anything. I might be wrong, but in the early access over there, that was a lady selling items. Did they change it, or it's up here? I think they've changed it.
Oi, friend. A question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole. Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened? Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it, and I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either. Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is. Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Alright, the art of making arrows. This is nice. How much? 100? How much money do I have? 1000. Okay, I'm gonna buy this one. Let's buy that. I don't think I'm getting any money from this shit that I'm selling. Let me check my inventory. Well, I can't create anything for now. Let's see, open shop. That's it. That's only what you have. What weapons does he have? A knife, battle axe. Ooh, this requires points that I don't have. Well, never mind. Let us continue. Wait a minute. She might be over here.
Eyes forward, and mind your step. Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope. Most unfortunate, but that explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action. The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business. And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see. Yes, I know. and that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he? If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home. Just as I thought. If you have friends among the knights, you'll want to talk to the captain. But that's not happening anytime soon. Because I said so. What? Did you really expect that you could just enter our keep and head straight for the captain's quarters? There wouldn't be much point in having walls and guards here if anyone could just do that, would there? So what? No, you can't. I don't take bribes, but if you're eager to throw your gold around, my keepers are running a charity for our veterans. That way, your coin pouch won't weigh you down, and you'll be supporting a worthy cause. Thank you kindly. The veterans will appreciate it. You won't find the captain at the Horns of the South. He ordered us to lock down the keep, and then he disappeared. I have my suspicions about where he might be, but I can't say for sure. And frankly, I hope I'm wrong. Brandon once said he wasn't afraid to go to the Dalriada, and the way he said it, I couldn't tell if he was joking. So maybe he went to make a deal with them? I think that's ridiculous. Everyone knows the Dalriada are savages. Diplomacy is not their strong suit. But if it's true, if the captain did go to broker peace with the Dalriada, you'd most likely find him at the All-Mother's Temple, where One Eye and his thugs are holed up. Getting into the temple won't be easy, that's for sure. And frankly, I'd prefer not to hear about your demise. Try sneaking in quietly, or see if you can convince the tribe's representatives to let you through. That's the best advice I can give you. And if you do find the captain, tell him to return to the Horns of the South as soon as possible. Galahad the Pure is already on his way, and he won't be pleased to find a bunch of keepers hiding behind the walls without their commander. We'll all face consequences if that happens. Ninian. I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn shame. He was one of the good ones. You did right bringing this back. The Horns look after their own, even after they're gone. But, now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag? Tortured? In the asylum? You can't expect me to take that at face value. Brother Riagan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum? You look fine, but if you were there, near him... I honestly think your sense of humor is the worst, but I have to respect your unwillingness to share your story. Still, you have to understand, now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. No risks can be taken when it comes to the Red Death. That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Okay.
You know where to find me if you come across any more. He's not our first line of defense. The archers are. Every man here needs to have a job. And no offense to Odrin, but let's just say we can afford to lose him. I'm sure the hordes of visitors clamoring at our gates can survive the insult. We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the Wyrdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north, but somehow I doubt it. Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there. Good. Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem. Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there? Why not? Don't tell me you're afraid of ghosts. Just don't annoy them and you'll be fine. Excalibur. You want to pull it out? That's a good one. Well, be my guest. If you think you can, go ahead. But unless you're King Arthur reborn, I wouldn't count on it. If you need rest, you can sleep in the barracks. It's no royal chamber, but it's better to sleep under a roof than under the stars, right? Especially in this horrible weather.
Let's try to take out the sword. Oh, yeah, where was the sword? Well, anyway, let us check out our quests. We got a bunch of them. Let's see, where's that? It doesn't say. Okay, side quest. Fergus told me to speak with Mara about the events at the cemetery. The civilian men sent from Camelot is paying bounties for each slain bandit. I can craft armor from remains of the corpse eaters I kill. Corpse eaters rags, 1. Corpse eaters cap. Eaters cap. Okay. Fergus asked me to bring him all the tags of fallen keepers that I find. Okay, we can check out this one. Dead as dreams. Now we just have to find the person, which is over there. Someone said something about the bandits here. I don't know if that's an enemy or foe, so... There you go. Uh-oh.
You fight like a milkmaid! Not looking so good now!
Come on, wolves, get out of the way!
More rodents here! I'll teach you to respect me! I won't go down easily! Get down! You're only making me angrier! I'll fight till I die!
Everyone's dead. Coin, parsley, a broken broadsword. What about this guy? Branded skin. Dull claymore. Yeah, his outfit is nice. Broken claymore. Nothing to do with the statue. And what do we have here?
I'm not giving up yet!
Wooden arrow, short sword, let's bring it, short bow. And that's it. Let me check out my inventory. Oh yeah, I haven't taken out the dagger yet. Redcap's dagger. Ooh. I need What is that? Summon corpse eater. Hmm. Cool helmet. I like it. Yeah, there we go. I think there is more enemies here.
Show yourself.
I'm right here.
You fight like a milkmaid.
Alright. I had to put the pause.
Like a milkmaid.
And he's dead. Some feathers, wooden arrow. No, that's enough. What else we have here? Are you an enemy? Yes, you are.
This is my lucky day. You'll be fertilizing the soil. Beg for mercy. I won't go down easy. I'll teach you to respect me.
And you're dead. Coin, cracked spiked club, no. Oh yeah, I remember this part. Well, I don't think there's anything here. Maybe up here, maybe. Ah, there's a chest. Oh no. Letter from Shady Merchant. There we go. Well, I guess there's nothing else here. Alright, let's talk to that person over there.
Huh? Did you hear something? Your wealth is ours.
Brandon skin, lockpick, feathers. There we go. Ah, shit. I'm overcumbered. I knew this would happen. Well, I need to get to get a camp, so let's go. Let's see, dexterity. It would be nice to get more endurance, encumbrance limit, but I'm gonna need some strength. As for here, my tree level, what should I go for? Your summon gain health regeneration equal to 10% of your mana regeneration. Oh yeah. Done. All right, let's no, don't need to rest. But I could cook something in order to have less weight, maybe. All right, there we go.
It depends on who's asking and why. No, I'm kidding. I don't meet many outsiders these days. I'm Marg, a hunter in the service of the Horns of the South.
Let's go for this one.
Aye. I don't know what it is about this place, but even the dead hardly ever get any rest. Though I'll admit, it's getting worse lately. They keep emerging from the local cemetery in numbers greater than that small plot of land ever held. So I'm guessing we might have a necromancer on our hands. And here I thought after the Charred Conclave, we'd have more than 100 years of peace from them. Only every century or so. But even that's too often if you ask me. Something seems to draw them here. Well, it's probably all that death. The South has always been restless, and after what happened with the sunken village, I guess death has seeped into the very soil of this land. Must be quite alluring for that lot. Good. And try not to die. That undead swarm doesn't need any more recruits. I'm self-sufficient enough not to have to ask for help. However, I suppose I could help you. I could share some things I found out during my hunts.
Oh, that is nice. That's gonna cost... oh. 300, 500... That's gonna cost me. But first let me sell something. Since I've learned everything from here, I'm gonna sell it. All right. Now we're good to go. Let me check my map. The Shadow of the Horns. Yeah, for now I'm going to do this mission. And let's open these areas as well. Whoa. Oh. Trying to attack my wolves, you bitch. No need anything of this. Bring it on, boy. All right. Everyone's dead. What is this? Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, we have to kill some oh, what the fuck? We have to kill wolves with our wolves. Well, one is done. Just need nine left. I think it's 9. Get over here, boy. Get down here. Oh my god. Will my wolves do something? I guess the wolf is kind of bugged. We just opened this area. The Shrine of Wolf. Ooh. I need wolf claws. To get the wolf claws, I might just go back to the body. Which was around here. Hey, where the hell is the wolf? Yeah, this motherfucker is bugged. Alright, we gotta go inside these crypts. Let me just check. There's some other enemies here. Done. What?
I suppose it wasn't. I can feel it guards something primordial within. The markings on the stone resemble the work of the Foredwellers. In my time, such inscriptions would shift and change, making them impossible to decipher. Yet, I met some people who sought to unravel these mysteries. Most of them were Picts. I allowed them to explore Avalon without my oversight. And so, I remember that the royal geographers came to be. My favorite band of adventurers. True pathfinders. Avalon owes them a great debt.
Oh well, we're done here. Yeah, I remember this quest from the early access. It's kind of long, more or less, if we are exploring, trying to get all of the loot we can. Yeah, it can be a bit longer, but yeah, it is a fun quest.
Who goes there? Are you the one responsible for all that racket? People are trying to rest in peace, damn it. You should be. These folks fell into their eternal slumber a long time ago. But some of them have turned out to be very light sleepers. Not their fault, but we should at least try not to wake them up. I'm telling you, ever since people started burning their dead, It's like they've forgotten proper manners in places like this. Interested in local history, are you? Good, good. The memory of those who came before us should be preserved. I can let you in. There is a small fee of 5 gold coins, for the upkeep of the cemetery, of course. It's constant work, as you can clearly see, and my petitions for additional funds seem to have fallen on deaf ears. Oh, you should have said so from the start. Did you know that some prominent keepers rest in this place? You should pay your respects. Oh, and when you're back, please remind your captain of this place. It's in a dire condition. It requires his immediate attention. My name's Wyrdness, and I am the keeper of this place. I look after the dead, or at least, I try to. It used to be much easier where they stayed in one place. Now I need to keep making sure they don't stray too far from the cemetery. But I'm not complaining. A little exercise is good for the body. Dead, alive, what's the difference? I am here. I always have been, and I always will be, until the day I'm released from my service. Truth be told, I'm not quite sure. Has it been a long time since the wave came and swallowed the village? That was when people stopped coming here. It's like the sea washed away the memory of this place as well. I don't remember much of what happened afterwards. I must have fallen asleep for a while. I know everything that happens here. If you're looking for some juicy gossip, Becca from the 3rd row south still has no idea where her husband is. They were supposed to be buried together, you see, but he never showed up. The scoundrel. Everyone here thinks he got remarried and chose to rest with his second wife. Not me. I think he probably got eaten. Oh, that would be Master. He's been at his experiments again, I'm afraid. Getting the folks around here all agitated. Putting them back to sleep again is going to be such a chore.
Alright, never mind. He's talking too much. There you go. My minions. What? Oh, okay, there you are. Oh, soulstone. Nice. That's mine. There you go. Nice. A feral charm. Let's bring it. Antler fragment. Let me try. Cannot be placed in this area. Oh boy. I need to level up, man. Gotta go outside. Come on, fucking loadings. Jesus. What? What the hell? What the hell is that? Oh, this is the first time it's happening here. Did they left something on the ground? Yeah. Where was my... Ah, there you are. My bonfire. Let us level up. One more point to my summoning. When a summon dies, your other summons gain 75% attack speed for 10 seconds. And each active summon increases your spell power by 5%. Yeah, let's go with that one. I want to complete the summoner thing. Oh, this one is very important. I can get one more summon with me. This is already very important. Very important as well. It increases your mana regeneration by 10%, which is amazing. Nice. As well. And yeah, the spell power from 5% to 8%. Not bad. After that, after I finish the summoning, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe combat, let's say. Your spell power is increased by 10%. Not a bad one. General and buffs. Gain max mana. Mana regeneration is double outside of combat. Okay. Wands and cube, huh? Wands and cubes. Soul cubes and wands increase spell power. Ah. I don't know. Gonna have to see. Maybe I might go for stealth. It might be useful for some missions on the future. Critical hits as well. The parry. Let's see. Your parry window is increased by 0.1 second. Parrying increases lifesteal by 10%. You can parry projectiles to deflect them. Oh, that's a nice one. Parrying drains 20% more stamina from enemies. When you parry, you have 3% chance to stun an enemy. And parry increases critical chance by 20% for the next attack. Attack speed. Oh, only 4. Nice. Increase attack speed by 2%. Reduce the time it takes to change weapons by 50%. Increases attack speed by 10% for 5 seconds after killing an enemy. And increases attack speed for each consecutive hit by 1% up to 5%. Oh, that's nice. Movement. Dash costs 20% less stamina. Add 1 more long dash. Oh, this is very important. Very useful. Dashes regenerate 20% faster. And sliding slows down time for 2 seconds. Ooh, nice. Bows. Endurance. Shields are probably not gonna use that. But the health one might be useful. Yeah. There we go, guys. Gonna wrap it up this episode. So hope you have enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye everyone.